coming at you from quote.com. We are the one-stop shop for comparing auto insurance rates, and our handy tool is free to use. And these videos are meant to cover your most important insurance questions. And so with that in mind, today we're going to talk about roadside assistance options. So first of all, to get this ball rolling, the first step would be to check if your insurance policy currently has a roadside assistance program, if it's included. So if you don't know, or if you don't even know what your policy covers, it could be a good time to shop for a new provider. So use our free comparison tool. All it takes is a few clicks. You compare rates. You can use this website for Medicare insurance, auto insurance, life insurance, health insurance, home insurance. But today we're going to focus on our auto insurance comparison tool. And you will put in your zip code and start the process. That's how easy it is to start and get customized quotes sent directly to you. So first of all, roadside assistance packages. What is involved in roadside assistance? So I'm going to take you to AAA because that is possibly the most well-known roadside assistant option. You may not know this. AAA now offers everything from home insurance, auto insurance, travel insurance, banking. They've quite expanded their horizons. But we are interested in roadside assistance, which was their bread and butter back in the day, and they still offer some great options. So in order to orient you with what roadside assistance typically offers, here is the AAA website, okay? And you can scroll through this, but I want to show you the handbook. So if you use their handbook, this is what pops up. And you'll notice I scrolled down to page 15, okay? So page 13 is where the on the PDF, you'll see in the actual brochure, it's page 24, page 25. This is where you get to their roadside assistance explanation. So AAA, and this is pretty much sets the standard for roadside assistance options for all other plans as well. So what is typically covered? Battery jump. Okay, so if your battery dies in your in your parking lot while you're grocery shopping and you have a roadside assistant program, you can make the call and they will come and jump your battery. Fuel delivery, you run out of fuel, you're on the side of the road, they will deliver fuel straight to you. Lockout service. So if you lock your keys in the car, this is huge. This is a very helpful perk. Mechanical first aid. So this is when you need minor adjustments that don't involve parts or supplies, very minor repairs that can be done on the roadside or in a parking lot. They can offer a few things there. Free one-day car rental. Now this is not a standard option on most roadside assistant plans, and you'll notice this says Premier members for their, so AAA also has tiers you have to watch. You have to make sure that you know what tier you're signing up for and what's involved. So this one-day car rental is included at their Premier level. So then RV services, towing. I want to draw your attention to the towing because that is one of the best ways to compare roadside assistance options because it makes the most cost difference when you're talking about covering a cost yourself. So towing for plus, so this is right here, okay? Towing will be to the nearest AAA approved auto repair facility, okay? Or a destination of your choice, and the difference is which level. Plus members will tow you without charge up to 100 miles in any direction. 100 miles, that can be an expensive tow. So if you have a repair shop that you are really trusted, that you really think highly of, make sure when you're traveling, are you within that 100 mile range? Are you even in that 10 mile range? So Premier members now, you're entitled to one tow per membership up to 200 miles. Okay, but that's the upgraded Plus and Premier. I think the basic package is 10 miles, your baseline level of membership, 10 miles. Okay, so a lot of times when you're thinking roadside assistance, when you're comparing plans, all the plans are going to offer you change the tire on the side of the road. That would be your like that would be the tire service, a blowout or a flat tire. Okay, they can put your spare on, they will bring you gas, and they will jump your car. That's a typical offering. So the towing package is usually what you want to know for price difference, and think about how realistically you may be using those towing services. So that is AAA, a good overview of roadside assistance, what is involved in a package. Okay, so how much does it cost to tow a car? Now, this is obviously in Idaho. I'm not promoting this company itself. They just give a concise article on what to expect towing to cost. According to JD Power, the average cost in the United States, this is not going to be the same in every state, okay? Average across the states is $109, but that number depends on distance, time of day, type of tow, condition of vehicle. All of that is going to affect. So we see how much is it going to cost to tow 5 miles. You could see averaging $2.50 per mile to $7 per mile. Okay, so the shorter the distance goes, you can think you might expect to pay less. However, there's usually a minimum charge. You know, somebody's not going to come and tow your car for $5. So minimum charge is usually $80. That's you can expect that to be out the gate. Now, 10 miles can be somewhere between $125 to $275, with 100 miles being $275 to $600. That is quite the range. That's why it's important to check your roadside assistance program and make sure that you know what your package covers. Okay, so now this is the other part that it's hard to give numbers, because nobody wants to put their numbers out there on the internet, because a lot of things change. Like a tow package or a towing services or a roadside assistance plan in Florida is going to be different than a roadside assistance plan in Wyoming. And so nobody wants to put those numbers out there. But if you Google, AI provides, like, they gather all those numbers from the internet and they can give an estimate. Obviously, do not hold your expectations to this, but it gives a good estimate. So for example, Philadelphia, let's just take a good East Coast option to give a good estimate, between $599 and $1182 per month for AAA membership. And once again, that's going to depend on the level that you're signing up for, and it's going to depend on where you are in the country. So there's the Classic, the Plus, and the Premier levels. $6 a month, $12 a month, somewhere in that range. Okay, there's where we get our idea to compare. Now, what are we looking at from other options? So before we go and look at those other options to compare, you need to know how to compare your auto insurance companies, and you need to know if you are getting the best insurance for you. So if you simply go to quote.com, you click on auto insurance, you click on compare rates, and you start by adding a zip code. Let's try a Midwest zip code. Compare rates. And now I want to show you two things. First of all, you can continue on this path, getting more and more specific with your information so that your quote gets more accurate. Okay, your quote is going to be the most accurate with the most information that you provide, because insurance depends on those details. It's going to vary by state. It's going to vary by gender. Even gender affects your insurance rate. But also I want to show you that an automatic, right from that first click, you're going to get the baseline options tab show up. And that's going to give you quotes already just based on your zip code. And that's a great way to start. If you're not feeling comfortable entering more information than that, start there. Click on the tab that pops up right as soon as you enter that zip code, and you can see these options. Now, the more you go down this process, the more tailored that quote is going to get, and the more chances you will have to lower your rate by getting those niche discounts. Okay, so use quote.com, answer the question. It'll tell you your progress this whole time. So just by doing their zip code, you're 5% of the way through. Now, going back to roadside assistance questions and programs, okay? Your cell phone carrier could provide roadside assistance. So Verizon is possibly one of the more popular phone plans, and they actually put their pricing right on their website because they are nationwide coverage for their plans, and so they can't just pinpoint their roadside assistance programs for location, because a lot of people keep their numbers regardless of what state they move to, so it can't be dependent on location. They have to just take the average. So their plans, this is an addition to your actual plan, okay? So you have to already have a Verizon plan, and then you add $5 per line per month. Great cost-effective option. Notice the towing. The towing is up to 10 miles in a coverage area, okay? So you might not have the option of towing it to your preferred repair shop if you typically travel beyond a 10-mile radius from your house. They will offer that tire change, battery jump, fuel delivery. Those are the standard options, okay? And then they'll work with Apple's roadside assistance via satellite, okay? So factor all that in as well. So you've got the $5 price tag there. AAA is going to be more expensive, but you get that towing up to 100 or 200 miles. Now, other mobile phone providers, if you just do a Google search, you'll notice AT&T, here, this is where I'm reading this. This is as of December 7th, 2022. So this is old news. AT&T roadside assistance program provided by Dominion Motor Club is no longer available. Okay? So some of these self-providers don't actually offer roadside assistance anymore. There are too many other options, and they say. And in fact, look at this. T-Mobile is using things that are already out there. T-Mobile will give you a AAA membership. They're teaming up with AAA included in your Magenta plan. So that level, if you have that level of plan for your phone, they will include that AAA membership, which has other benefits. AAA offers discounts at restaurants and museums and hotels. So just know that not every cell provider provides the roadside assistance themselves, and not every cell provider even has this option to add to the line. But we know that the Verizon is offering $5. Everything else is going to try to be competitive with that. So, where do we find competitive auto insurance quotes? Quote.com. You need to just click on the comparison tool. It is free. It is fast, it is easy, and the reason why you would do something like this is to get those insurance providers to send you their quotes after only entering your information once. If you go individually to these insurance providers, they will ask all these questions as well, and you'll have to answer these questions over and over and over again. Using quote.com, you put your information in once. You use the quote generator and you get free quotes sent to you. So you get some ballpark ideas of what your options are and if your coverage is what you need it to be. Now, the last option for roadside assistance is getting it through your insurance provider. So, for example, Progressive is a mainstream insurance provider, and they offer roadside assistance. Now, sometimes this is where you need to check your auto insurance policy, because sometimes auto insurance policies will just include roadside assistance in your total coverage. Progressive will offer as a line item that you can add to your monthly package, okay? So what claims are covered by roadside assistance? Vehicle towing. Notice 15-mile radius for the Progressive auto roadside assistance. Now, they do say if there isn't a repair shop within 15 miles, we will tow it to a qualified shop. So they're not, like if you're in the middle of Wyoming, given the example, and it's going to be 30 miles to that nearest repair shop, they will take you to the repair shop. Now, the caveat is that it's not the one that you get to pick. It's the closest one, okay? If you choose to have your vehicle towed to a shop that isn't the closest one, you need to pay for the extra mileage. So they will cover that 15-mile radius as promised, but if you want to take it the extra 30 miles to your preferred spot, you will cover that bill. They also offer the battery jump start, fuel delivery, battery charge for electric cars. That's big too, because more and more we're going to be seeing this need for battery charging for electric cars. And you want to make sure that on the fine print of the roadside assistance program that you choose, that's included. And then they also provide the locksmith service. So check your own personal policy, check your insurance provider if that option is available to you to add to your policy, or if it's already included in your policy. So with all those options in mind, I would say the starting point would be to find out what your insurance provider currently offers, if you can add on roadside assistance. And in this search, you may see that your insurance provider is sadly lacking, and you need to get up with the times and compare quotes from multiple providers. That's where quote.com comes in. Simply use our free quote generator, get multiple quotes sent to you. If you appreciated this video, if you found it helpful, give it a thumbs up. If you think somebody else needs to know this information, share it. Share this video, ask questions in the comments section. We love to hear from you, and we want you to feel the most confident approaching any insurance topic.